Scorpio. This is your reading for May 2025. Wow, everybody's getting the Two of Wands. That's interesting. So upon closer examination, we have strength in your past position. Now, strength in your past position shows me that you've shown incredible amounts of strength in the past few months after what you've been through. A couple of you went through a huge loss or breakup, and maybe you've been grieving that person. Yet you are still showing up very strong. Now, if this is about a past relationship, okay, it could be a relationship you're still in. It's showing me nurturing and deep respect, where you both worked through challenges together. Next to that, I have, unfortunately, the Tower and the Eight of Pentacles. The Tower and the Eight of Pentacles is one of two things. In one sense, it's a warning, because if you're going to face a Tower moment, you have to be very careful of scammers. And I'm sure a lot of you already know this, but be very, very careful of people who either text you or call you. Because to me, this is showing like an erasure of some type of entire platform, okay? It could be some type of link that you click on. Just don't click on any links. Be very careful of what you respond to this month. On the other side of that, for others, this could be a very deep realization of something. A realization that changes everything. Literally everything. Whatever form the Tower takes, it has the Eight of Pentacles beneath it, which is the rebuilding of structure. So you can see he's working very diligently, very carefully to rebuild. This is perseverance. This is resilience. So you have that supporting you. What's interesting is that in most of the readings this month so far, I'm not going to say all of them, but most of them, everybody's gotten the Two of Wands, which is really cool because Two of Wands is showing a crossroads, some type of crossroads that you're going through. It's also showing creative inspiration, and for some of you, it's going to mean travel. So some of you Scorpios are going to be traveling this month. You might be visiting some friends. You might be embarking on some pleasurable activities that you're invited to this month. There is a warning to just be careful of excess. So just be very careful of excess, because if you're working on projects or goals, the events that you're invited to or the things that you're invited to socially might take over and cause delays in your goals and the things that you're working on. So just be aware of that. Now, what I found interesting, this whole spread was really interesting, because I know for me, I'm a Scorpio moon. All right. For those of you that don't know, I have very strong Scorpio in my chart as a Scorpio moon. So I go through the gamut just like you guys do. Except for me, it's very emotional and it's very much straight to the heart. Whatever you guys are going through this month, you can be assured that I'm pretty much going to be going through it too, in other ways. The Two of Swords was in your family position. And the Two of Swords being in your family position is showing me a choice. But the results of that choice are both not so good. All right? So that maybe you're having a lot of anxiety having to do with this decision. This decision that you have to make, that you have to talk about to somebody, is causing a lot of anxiety. And for some, it's going to cause some type of stalemate. So you might not even want to make the decision. You might be procrastinating on the decision for a while. But you can't procrastinate for long, because you know that the Band-Aid has to come off at some point. And it's not going to be easy, but at some point you have to rip it off. The Page of Cups in your You position is showing me that your inner child is coming out to play this month. This could also signal a message or communication from an admirer. On a symbolic level, this card also symbolizes you being very sexy, very beautiful this month. There could be more than one admirer for you this month. So you're very magnetic. How are you going to use your magnetism this month? Because you definitely have it. And for that reason, you're going to be invited to things. Okay? Your magnetic personality is going to invite you to things. That's what I'm hearing. So just be aware that you have work to do. Some of you have a lot of work to do. and use your magnetism to your advantage, yet maintain a balance between work and play. So last but not least, you have the Four of Wands in your near future position. The Four of Wands in your near future position is showing me a really happy, stable couple. Okay, you can see they're a family. Now, for some of you, this can be a marriage situation. This can be a relationship, a long-term relationship. This could be a partnership for some of you. But what I'm noticing is that it's been in between the Tower and the Two of Swords, which are very heavy contrast to that beautiful card, okay? If you look at these two cards, and then you look at the Four of Wands is incredibly happy. Even the colors are lighter, brighter, okay? Like the whole ambiance of this card is in deep contrast to both those sides. What that tells me is that there is a secret going on. That's what I'm hearing. I feel like whatever, because it's next to the Two of Swords, so whatever you're coming to a decision or making two decisions about, right? Whatever the answers are to that decision, you're keeping it a secret. You're keeping it a secret for some reason. I don't know if you're keeping it a secret from your partner, or if you're keeping it a secret from your marriage, or there's some sort of secret involved. It's like you don't want the person to know. This could also be a friendship that you meet up with this month. Maybe there's someone that you're meeting up with and you're keeping a secret from them. And I don't know why. Only you will know the answer to that. There's some sort of secret here. And maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe it's not the time, I'm hearing, to reveal the secret. Maybe you want to reveal the secret or reveal the information at a later date. Maybe, as the Two of Swords is saying, maybe the secret is something that might hurt somebody, or somebody might not be on board with the thing that you want to reveal. So that's what I'm hearing for that. What I also found was that in your hopes and fears section, you have the King of Cups reversed. King of Cups reversed shows me someone who is selfish, who is manipulative. So some of you are fearing somebody that you know who has those qualities, or you're fearing meeting somebody that is like that. So that's coming up in your spread. It's just something that I want you to be aware of, that you're fearing that. It could, for a couple of you, it could also be a fear that you're holding in from your past, having to do with a narcissist that you may have dealt with many, many, many years ago. So that could be something that's still a wound in your root chakra, and it's something that you need to work on. So crowning your entire reading, and something to watch out for, is the Knight of Wands reversed. So Knight of Wands reversed is someone who is very impulsive, someone who is indecisive, and someone who cancels a lot. They tend to be very flaky in situations and invitations. So be careful that you're not doing that this month. If you want to go to an event or something that you're invited to, make sure that you follow through on your word. Make sure that you're true to your word this month, but also make sure that you're getting the rest that you need and you're not saying yes just to say yes. If you really, really want to go, obviously go. If you really want to see this person, obviously go see them. But if you feel like you're burning the candle at both ends and taking on way too much, then you need to definitely say no to some of those invitations this month, Scorpio. There's a lot of going within this month. There's a lot of deep inner wisdom to be found, especially within the middle of your spread with that Tower moment, okay, or with that Tower situation that you're dealing with, and with that decision. There's a lot of inner wisdom that's coming out, that's going to come out. A lot of truth. You can see that there's blue on this card. That relates to the throat chakra. So a lot of you are going to be expressing your truth in June. Some of you are going to be expressing it to someone you love, or more than one person. There is revelation, a lot to be revealed, and you have to remember how strong you were, how strong you can be. Remember how resilient you were, and use that this month. Use your strength and deep inner wisdom to your advantage. So that is your reading for May 2025. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in June.